Hey guys, it's Jen from beautyriotx. Now, do you guys have those brands that whenever they come up with something new, like it's very rare that you're not interested? Well, Profusion is one of those brands for me. They just released these. Oh God. They might have one or two other colors. I know there's a blue. There might be a, I don't think there's a green. I feel like if there was a green, I would have gotten it, but I think there's just a blue. I think there's only 4. So I got the yellow, the orange, and the pink. And I want to see if they're any good. They're 8-shade palettes. They're matte and satin, and there's some like metallic kind of shimmer in it. And I'm just gonna start how I normally would, from light to dark. Oh. I mean, the yellow. I mean, I could just die. Oh, how cute. It's a cassette tape. I didn't even realize. Oh my God, I love it even more. I'm loving these shades. We have some yellows, some mustards in here. Then the pinks, we have, I was gonna say, I wish they put a matte light pink, but they did. And the orange. I have one issue though right off the bat. And actually this is my issue probably with all of them. This one, and this one look very similar. So again, why couldn't have they just made this like a shade or 2 lighter? And then I mean, I don't know. But they kind of have the same idea going on in each of the palettes, but nothing I can do about it. So I'm gonna try to use some from each palette, and I'm hoping like these are fantastic. Richly saturated, velvet smooth, blendable spectrum of satin, matte, and shimmer finishes. All right, let's get right into this. Of course, we're gonna start with the yellow because I mean, we kind of have to. So you know what, I'm just gonna work my way from lightest to darkest. So we'll start with yellow, orange, and end with pink. Okay, I think we're gonna go in with the lightest shade right here, which is Epic. Okay, it's a subtle shade. Let's see how, you know what, let's go in with Bro next before we go into the orange palette. These do have a lot of kick up, which doesn't really bother me, but always good to know. If it really bothers you, I like to mention it. Okay, this one definitely has a bit more pigment to it. Let's go into the orange palette next. And I think we'll start with Unwind right here. Use my Smith 230 brush. And obviously these are gonna be a lot like what ColourPop did with their monochromatic shade palettes. But if anybody wants to know, these are all cardboard palettes. Like these aren't plastic or anything like that, except for the window is obviously plastic. Now I'm going into light shades, but I kind of felt like this should have definitely had more pigment. Let's go into Rhythm right here. It'll be our segue into the pink palette. So a really pretty kind of bright pumpkin shade. And I am like pressing this shadow onto my eye. I'm trying to deposit as much pigment as I possibly can. I mean, it's making it easy to blend the shades together. Jury's still out though. I'm not 100% sure how I feel. We're gonna go into Adore right here, which is the, I guess, the medium matte pink of the palette. I'm gonna use the Morphe Jeffree Star JS6 brush right here. I'm gonna see how much I can deposit of this. I mean, it looks very bright and pigmented on my brush. You kind of go in and build it up a little bit more, but we're gonna go into Laser now, which is like a magenta kind of shade. It's got a little bit of purple to it. I'm gonna use the same brush that I just had. Yeah, this is definitely not depositing like I was hoping it would. And I mean, I am packing this stuff onto my brush. I mean, I like that, I mean, I'm able to like clean up and everything, but at the same time, I'm really not thrilled with the pigmentation. It's reminding me of another palette. It's reminding me of that Beauty Bakery palette that I did a review on that I was not happy about at all, and the sample beauty palette that I didn't actually end up putting the video up because I was so irritated in it. These are performing kind of the same way, I'm very sad to say. This is the darkest shade in the pink palette called Heartbreaker. I deepened it up a little bit, but this is a good example of when people say, I was blending it and it would just blend away. That's kind of what these are feeling like. And I hate to say it because I love Profusion shadows. These are just not, and they feel really nice. These are just not living up to their normal shadow formula. Like, I'm scared to go in and like blend this into the crease because I feel like it's gonna blend it all away. I'm going to do it because I kind of have to at this point. And take a little bit of that Heartbreaker on this brush again. This doesn't look good. I'm gonna put a base down, a wet base on top, like for a cut crease, and use some of the metallics. We'll see how they perform. Normally I would try to use them just kind of like on their own just to see how they work, but I don't have a ton of faith right now. So I'm gonna try to salvage this look somehow. So I guess we're gonna go in with the darkest metallic, which is this pink, or it's like a satin shade, I guess. All right, it's just like a hot pink. Yeah, I don't really like that there. Okay. All right, I wanna go in with Shimmy right here, from the orange palette. And I'm just using my finger because I wanna pick up as much pigment as I possibly can. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. This is the other metallic, or this is like a, I guess it's like a satin shade. This is the other one called Days, which is in the, these are the only two like metallic-y kind of shades in the orange palette. I almost just want to put the darker one right here instead. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. I'm just gonna cover that other one. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm covering it because the other one was just too light to be there. I thought it was gonna be a little bit darker. And I guess now we'll grab something from the yellow. Let's just do Gnarly right here. Oh, it's one of those pretty yellowy green shades. It left like a big clump of something there. I guess it's okay. This is the other shade, Headliner, from the yellow palette. All right, let me go off camera and just, oh God, even that doesn't look good. Ugh. All right, so makeup is done. I'm not impressed with these or even happy with them, even for the really affordable price tag. Upon first impression, I will try them a few more times, but I mean, I will be very surprised if any of these shades end up wowing me. And I'm surprised because I love Profusion shadows, but these are not home runs right off the bat. So I'm gonna swatch a bunch of all the shades for you right now. So we have the first, which is the yellow palette, and we have all these shades right here. Starting from the bottom up, we have 4. We have Gnarly, Epic, Headliner, and Bro here at the top. And it just seems that I got some pigment because I used my fingers, but as I found as I was putting some of these on, the pigment just blends away. That's probably my best way to describe these. They blend away. Oh, I'm very sad. I am gonna try them a few more times, but first impression was not good. All right, so we have the bottom row here. We have Blessed, Busy Bee, Safari, and Cliff. I definitely want to try these two darker shades right here, Safari and Cliff. But I'll do it when I'm using other palettes in conjunction with one of these, Anyway, I'll use it when I'm also using another palette, so I'm not relying on just these. These will be things I probably reach for if I am looking for a certain shade, but I mean, to be honest, there's a bunch of other palettes I have that contain all these kind of shades that I love more. So now we're gonna go into orange. So we have the top row right here. Well, I guess it's the bottom, depending on how you hold the palette. So we have Mania, Shimmy, Unwind, and Psych. And not all the shades seem bad, but I mean, just the pigmentation is just not what I was expecting. Like, their bigger palettes have way more pigmentation. All right, now for the bottom row, we have Days, Beat, Rhythm, and Harvest. And they look kind of blotchy. My hand was still kind of damp from when I wiped off the last batch of shadows. All right, last we have the pink palette. And again, we'll start with this row. So we have Innocent, Smooch, Adore, and Proposal. And again, a lot of the shades just look very, very similar to each other. And we have the last row right here. All right, so we have Ballet, Laser, Marvel, and then Heartbreaker last. We have Ballet down there. It's kind of hard to see, but it's kind of, it would probably be what some people will call a topper. Upon first impression, would I recommend these? No. I'd recommend their bigger palettes if you're looking to one of those colorful palettes. Those are fantastic and worth the extra $5 or $6 that you would pay instead of getting these. I'll list a few of my favorites in the description box below if you're interested. Yeah, so I will try these a few more times and let you know if my feelings change on them, but as of right now, I don't think these are very good, sadly. All right, so that was it. Have you guys tried anything new from Profusion? Have you tried these? Did you love them? Did you not love them? Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.